What's going on, fellow Star Wars fans? It's Prestige back with our Star Wars video. Throughout the Clone Wars, Anakin and Obi Wan became really close, just like brothers as Obi Wan would call Anakin in the end. But what would happen if Anakin told Obi Wan about his nightmares involving Padme, and what would this change in Revenge of the Sith? If you're interested in all things Star Wars, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video. But without further ado, let's get into the story. As Anakin runs into the briefing room where a group of Jedi are heading out, he sees Obi-Wan shutting off the hologram. He missed the report on the Outer Rim sieges. "Sorry I'm late, I got held up." As Obi-Wan turned around to look at Anakin, something seemed off about him. Anakin looked tired and worried, like something was bothering him. "Anakin, is everything alright? You look tired." "I'm fine. Just had a bad night's sleep, that's all." "Anakin, if there's anything going on, you can tell me. If something's bothering you, I want to help." As Anakin remembered that Yoda was no help to him, and told him to let go of what he fears to lose. Obi-Wan knows him better than anyone he can go to right now, and it might be worth a shot if he told Obi-Wan about his dreams. He had a good idea that Obi-Wan knew about him and Padme's relationship, but never said anything about it. When finally, Anakin would look up at his master. "I've been having these nightmares." "Nightmares?" "Yes. Like the ones I used to have about my mother before she died." "How do you know what happened to your mother?" "When I was assigned to protect Padme, my nightmares wouldn't stop, and I went to go check on her to make sure she was alright, but when I got there was nothing I could do to save her." "Anakin, I'm so sorry, but what were you having these dreams about this time?" As Anakin would tremble a bit as he said the name Padme. But maybe this was just a coincidence, Obi-Wan thought. Even if it is a coincidence, it's eating away at Anakin, and Obi-Wan's never seen Anakin like this before. Obi-Wan would take Anakin to the restricted section of the Jedi archives to try to find an answer as the two would search all day, but would just find no solution to this problem. Anakin would be given a seat on the Jedi Council thanks to Palpatine, and would volunteer to go to Utapau to capture General Grievous. But he would get shut down, as Ki-Adi-Mundi would say that Master Kenobi should go. However, with everything going on with Anakin and how worried Obi-Wan was, and he genuinely wanted to help Anakin, he would decline to go on this mission and would elect to stay at the Jedi Temple instead. The Council would then pick Kit Fisto to capture General Grievous, as he defeated him before in the Clone Wars. As the same events would unfold, as Yoda would go to Kashyyyk, and Palpatine would continue to try to get Anakin to join the Sith, leading up to where Palpatine reveals himself as the Sith Lord the Jedi had been looking for. Instead of going to tell Mace Windu this time around, Anakin went to tell Obi-Wan about Palpatine being the Sith Lord, as Anakin trusted Obi-Wan a lot more than Mace, who he didn't like at all. Obi-Wan would then report this to Mace Windu, who was the highest-ranking Jedi Council member at the temple. Obi-Wan would urge Mace to contact the rest of the Council about Palpatine, but Mace, being stubborn, would want to deal with this problem now, as in his mind, if they waited, who knows what could happen. And he would tell Anakin to go sit in the council chamber until they returned, as Mace would take a tag team of Jedi, except Kit Fisto would be swapped out with Obi-Wan this time around, as the four masters would head off to Palpatine's office to arrest the Chancellor. Anakin, at this point, would not be as persuaded by what Palpatine was telling him, even though he'd still be interested in this power to save someone from death. Even though himself and Obi-Wan searched through the entire Jedi archives and couldn't find anything on saving people from death, no Jedi or Sith power was documented, or even exists in the Jedi records. However, Anakin finally made up his mind and got in his speeder and raced off to Palpatine's office to make sure everything was alright. Anakin arrived, he saw Palpatine in the corner of his window with a purple lightsaber at his throat, while Obi-Wan would be next to Mace, catching his breath. However, even if Mace wanted to end things once and for all, he couldn't. With both Obi-Wan and Anakin present, he was really left with no choice, as he would arrest Palpatine. Where Palpatine would be tried in the Senate for treason for being the one to control the war from both sides. Even though he is the Senate, the Senate would find him guilty, and he would spend the rest of his days behind bars. Anakin would continue to look for an answer about saving someone from death, but was unable to find anything, and with Palpatine arrested, there was not much he could do about the matter. The day finally arrived where Padme would give birth to their children on Naboo, and they would name them Leia and Jin Skywalker. and Padme would still be alive with Anakin right by her side. Eventually, when the children got old enough, they would be entered in the Jedi Academy and become some of the finest Jedi the Order would have. After trusting his master with his worries, Anakin would finally feel comfortable going to Obi Wan with any sort of advice moving forward, because he knew he could count on his master and that Obi Wan would not let him down. Anakin would never have these type of nightmares again, as the galaxy would finally be at peace, once and for all. I hope you enjoyed this one. I don't know if I'm the only one who, whenever I watch Revenge of the Sith, hopes Anakin says something to Obi-Wan about his dreams. This would give us a happy ending, and all the terrible things that happened could have been avoided if Anakin just told Obi-Wan about his dreams. I do think, though, the main reason Anakin didn't say anything to Obi-Wan was because he said something to Obi-Wan about his dreams before, about his mother, and Obi-Wan basically just told him, don't worry about it. And I think this made Anakin lose trust in Obi-Wan, and that was the reason why Anakin just never told Obi-Wan about his dreams. But I do think this time around, Obi-Wan would do anything he could to help Anakin, as they grew a lot closer during the Clone Wars, and I just think that Obi-Wan wanted Anakin to be happy, as, like I said before, they're just like brothers. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.